50 Cent has confirmed that Jay-Z is the first person Diddy is coming after following his release. Allegedly, Jay-Z set Diddy up to take the fall and is now planning to distance himself from everything. Jay-Z was present at all of Diddy's parties and even named in multiple lawsuits alongside him. But he never even stepped foot in court and somehow got the victims to give up. Is Jay-Z really the mastermind behind Diddy's fall?
I mean, Jay-Z's on a whole nother level. Like, I mean, you know, he's like, but you know what I like about 50? 50's on a whole nother level, but he's still approachable. You still get to meet the people and you know, Jay got to remember the people that made him. You know, I'm not saying I don't got respect. I respect Jay-Z, 50, used to respect, you know, Diddy, but all that crazy going on. But, you know, I always respected him because I looked at, for New York, those were like the...
50 Cent has had beef with Jay and Puffy since the 1990s after 50 dissed Jay-Z on his How to Rob, where he called Jay-Z a poser. 50 knew that Jay-Z was all bark and no bite. All Jay-Z was capable of was blackballing other artists and using his connections to bring them down. Jay even told everyone in his crew to release their album at the same time as 50 to make sure that 50 didn't music get any sales. Diddy and Jay didn't become billionaires just by making mid-music. They did it by pulling every other artist down.
I don't give you the trophies. I got the checks. I didn't get the trophies. Like, Jay got all trophies, man. That's because he signed that contract.
What contract?
The one with Beyonce. If you don't sign, you don't give him a trophy, she ain't coming. Oh,
Beyonce done ran down on you once, Fifth. Come on.
She did worse. She jumped off the thing, off the ledge. I was like, I didn't really know what to do. That's the Jay. If he says to Jay in his face, he'll look at you and go, nah, that happened.
So Beyonce jumped down on you.
She jumped down. Oh, she was like on a windowsill.
Right.
We was in Vegas. She said, come on, I'm talking to her. She jumped down. She was like, duh, duh, duh. And I'm like, wait, what is she doing? That stuff, that's me and Jay-Z stuff. This ain't got nothing to do with you, girl. Don't come
So Hov wasn't there?
I'm talking to Jay.
Talking to Jay.
As soon as I talked to Jay, she jumped down, came over. I said, oh, look at this.
They about to jump you.
You lucky Solange wasn't there.
Yeah, you lucky Solange wasn't
Solange was there. I would have had to reboot. Huh? What?
So what did B say, or she was just staring at you?
Nah, she came like she was ready.
She
like
ready.
I thought something was gonna happen. And I'm like, yo, whoa. She's throwing me off now. Because I don't know exactly how to respond to this. You are still Beyonce. Uh-oh. I'm sitting on this stuff going, she go, what is this guy say? I'm like, wait, what happened? I look at Jay, he goes.
50 saw right away what Jay and Diddy were doing. He saw how they tried to bring Nas down and drown out his album. The same guys who claimed that they were role models for black artists and wanted to uplift the community were trying to make sure no one else could succeed. 50 never bought Jay-Z and Diddy's story for a second. He knew there was something up having beef. Jay and Diddy came after everyone that tried to rise up. Music. If you weren't on board the Puffy and Jay train, you weren't going to survive in the industry. Lord Jamar said the same thing about the gay mafia in hip-hop. All of the record labels worked together, and if the elites didn't like you, they were going to make sure your career never took off.
Have 50 Cent coming out confirming that he does have more dirt on Diddy that he didn't even get to put in the 4 episodes on the Netflix Diddy documentary. And since it's 50 Cent, it's so hard telling what in the world he all has, but he said this in reference to the video footage that he got of the man recording Diddy before Diddy went to jail. And on top of all of this, he said more people came forward to him with allegations that didn't even make it into this Netflix Diddy documentary. And he alluded that he is about to drop this all on YouTube. He sat down to explain some of this on the Sherry show yesterday, and she said, it shocked a lot of people to see this personal footage of Diddy. I know 50, the way you run. This cannot be all that you have. Is there other stuff that has not been shown? He said, yeah, well, there's some stuff that couldn't make it in because there was only 4 episodes in the Netflix Diddy documentary. And then Sherry asked 50 Cent, does this mean that there's going to be a part 2 of the Netflix Diddy documentary? And he said that he's just going to put it on YouTube. This was not the only time in this interview you that this man said this. Like, he is sure on YouTube for whatever reason, and he was even laughing about it. And in my opinion, I feel like why he wants to put this on YouTube is because Netflix probably wouldn't let him put in certain things because of liability. I think this is one of the main reasons why some of the things weren't talked about in the Diddy documentary. But like I said, also, he is cut down to a certain amount of time. Netflix gave him 4 episodes, so he has to put everything in those 4 episodes. And she asked him, out of all of the people that were coming forward, have there been any new tips that you have gotten since it's been released? He said, well, yeah. Everyone starts to feel a little more comfortable when they see other people telling their truth.
Jay has been a hater since day one. Rather than make sure that black artists got more opportunities, he tried to take away the ones they did get access to. Jay tried to stop 50 from performing during the Super Bowl. If it wasn't for Eminem, 50 wouldn't have been able to perform at all. M called the NFL executives and told them he wasn't going to perform if 50 wasn't with him.
I mean, Jay-Z's on a whole nother level. Like, I mean, you know, he's like, but you know what I like about 50? 50's on a whole nother level, but he's still approachable. You still get to meet the people and you know, Jay got to remember the people that made him. You know, I'm not saying I don't got respect. I respect Jay-Z, 50, used to respect, you know, Diddy, but all that crazy going on. But, you know, I always respected him because I looked at, for New York, those were like the, you know, the guys. You know what I'm saying? The guys with the most money and the most influence. So with Jay is like, when the last time you haven't seen Jay, so I think people are just gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I mean, Jay, you know, you gotta remember, he didn't want 50 at the Super Bowl. That was crazy. I'm like,
wait, Jay didn't want 50 at the Super
you didn't
Bowl?
know that? Yeah, he didn't want.
I remember Eminem pushed for it.
That was some haters. Yeah,
I remember Eminem was like, I'm not gonna do it unless 50 does it. I heard that.
Yeah,
but I didn't know that Jay was trying to stop it.
I don't think Jay. I don't know. 50 never told me that, but I don't think Jay wanted him there. I don't know.
Because of what, some of the.
I mean, you know, it's competition. You got to think. 50 always been competition for Jay. Remember, I'm about $1. What the 50 Cent?
That was a long time ago.
That was what, 9? What was
yeah,
that?
But
9?
But after that, they did a song together. Remember
the whole?
Of course, but
50 was always competition. Then remember, Jay said, yo, 50's coming. He told Siegel and them, and Memphis Bleak and all them.
Yeah.
And come on, 50's like, he's on a whole nother level. You got to remember, he came after Jay and Rockefeller. G-Unit came, and people might on G-Unit, but with Eminem, Dr. Dre, 50 Cent, nobody has outsold us, bro. Yeah. Nobody has had the effect that we had.
Jay-Z and Diddy are cut from the same cloth, and they've been working together since the 90s. But Jay still refused to help Diddy out. And according to some reports, music, he might even have been the one to set this whole thing up. Keep in mind that CNN held on to the tape of Diddy beating Cassie for 8 years before they decided to release it. Who asked them to stay silent for so long? And why did all of this only ever come up now? Music. The timing is too perfect to be a coincidence.
When Piers Morgan said it, they're not here to defend themselves. Do you think the Carters will speak about any of this? About
Beyonce
what's going
is
on?
losing hundreds of thousands, millions of followers every day. And she still hasn't said anything. Just pretending like life is great in Paris.
Is it her place to say something?
I mean, probably not, considering she's gonna be indicted for anything she would say. These are criminals. Diddy is a drug dealer, and so is Jay-Z. The proof is there. How many up people does he have to be around before people see him for who he is?
It seems like these artists are trying to run away from their past. Diddy changed his name multiple times to say, that's not me. I'm trying to move beyond Diddy. I'm love now.
What kind of love? Baby oil love? Baby love? Explicit love, hey!
Everyone inside the industry knows that Diddy was set up and targeted. Music, one day, Diddy is on top of the world and being handed the key to the city. And the next day, he's being taken to prison in handcuffs after losing $700 million.
I know people in the industry, been around for a long time, was there when he first started dating Beyonce at 17, 18, and he was 30-something. You didn't know his age. When I look back and see how old Jay-Z was, I think Jay-Z was born in like 69 or 67. something like that, 67 right there? 69. I think he was born in 69. Beyonce, they said she was born in 81. You understand? But back then, in 81, when we was in the club together, 98, 99, she wasn't even supposed to be in the club, but she was in the club. It was Club Eugene's. And Jay was dating her. And at that time, if you look at Jay's age, he was about 30 years old. So, isn't she still somewhat a child? To me, she is. But I guess they protect child. That's how you protect a child. You know, dating her at the age of 30-some years old and she's 17, 18 years old. If that's her true age. We really don't know her true age because Gabrielle Union said she went to junior high school with her, and Gabrielle Union is considered 6-7 years older than Beyonce age that she getting. So we really don't know.
50 knew that the person targeting Diddy is Jay-Z music, and he even made fun of it.
Or has been warning us about Jay-Z. Jay-Z has now had an official lawsuit. It's everywhere. It's now being talked about louder than ever. I guess, does that give you some peace to know that people are finally really questioning this man?
It's emboldening me. I spoke on Piers Morgan. I said that I had 3 victims that I've been working with, victims of the Carters, that were ready to come forward. This might help them feel a little more confident now. So this is great because he's been evading. But the thing is, everyone in the backdrop knew that he was the celebrity John Doe. Everybody knew that. They knew it when I did Piers Morgan.
Is Beyonce celebrity B?
I hope to God not. But she was around. And she's very... She's got enough on her plate. After everything that happened with the election and everything that's happening right now, I'm not going to dump on that woman. She got better fish to fry.
Well,
what I will say is that her husband, she knows exactly who he is.
Yeah.
She knows. She knows.
It doesn't take a genius to see that Jay is controlling the industry. Jay-Z is a businessman first, and everything he has done in his career has been music for money. He even married Beyonce for money. 50 calls Beyonce's marriage to Jay-Z a contract. Since marrying Beyonce, Jay-Z has won 16 Grammys. Before this marriage, he only had 1. Even their kids have Grammys, and they haven't even started rapping yet.
Kind of funny to me, man, is that Diddy used to hate Jay-Z. He hated Jay-Z enough when he was trying to get Ja Rule to go at Jay-Z. This is back in the early 2000s.
Did Diddy always say negative things about Jay around you?
The time he was trying to get Ja Rule to go at Jay, yeah, he was. They worked it out.
Was there a reason behind it?
I couldn't tell you the reason behind it. It was probably because Big had died. I don't know what it was, man. I don't know why he wanted Ja Rule to go at Jay. I guess if he kept them beefing or kept them into some bullshit, he could rise up in between both of them. You know what I mean? It definitely was some snake.
It's shocking how Jay has never had to go to jail. He did everything Diddy was accused of and more. But unlike Diddy, he wasn't stupid enough to confess to his crimes on live TV. Jay-Z's sturdy history doesn't start with Diddy either. Back in December 1999, Jay-Z was involved in a high-profile incident where he was accused of stabbing music executive Lance Univera at the Kit Kat Club in New York City.
Because I know you heard the statement that, Jay lawyer came out with about how he wasn't really friends with Diddy. From your point of view, was they really friends or no?
How close was Diddy and Jay-Z? They was close enough that they wasn't playing basketball, they wasn't playing baseball, they wasn't playing football, and they wasn't playing hockey or soccer for Diddy to come on stage, pat him on his ass, and then make the statement to people in the world that can't nobody call me Sean but Jay-Z. Now, I don't know what kind of statement, and I can't say, I wish I could say half a homo, but I know I can't say it. But I don't know what kind of half a homo that is. And you trying to say that you're not close to somebody. You coming on stage, patting them on their ass, and then you making a broad statement to the public, can't nobody call me Sean but Sean Carter. And I heard Jay-Z said the same thing about them. But they were so close that they had matching white girls together. Because when they used to see each other, they used to say, yo, how your skinny white girl doing? He'd be like, yo, how your skinny white girl doing? So, I guess that's a certain type of closeness.
Diddy was also involved in a similar case where he actually shot someone, music, but just like Jay, he was never convicted. Now, years later, Diddy is being sent to prison while Jay is pretending like he knows nothing about any of Diddy's crimes. You're telling me that one of the most powerful men in hip-hop was friends with a billionaire for over 3 decades, and he never knew what was happening behind the scenes. 50 Music met Diddy once and knew exactly what kind of person he was.
So come with Jay, the part with Jay. I go, oh shoot, like
to us, black excellence, right?
that had to be there.
We getting tighter, you know what I'm saying? And united we stand, and ain't nothing else.
Black excellence, they're sitting there like, yeah. It's the billionaire brunch.
Oh,
Like,
I hate you, man.
unaware of anything going on here. This is the one time I'm gonna be with you this year. Come on, bro.
That's right.
Look, when Jay signed his contract, the big one was with Beyonce. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Now those trophies, those fucking trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man. I mean, look, if you look at his career, if you look at his career,
You're gonna let him say that? Jay was getting Grammys. You're gonna let him say that?
He had one.
Exactly.
He had
And
one.
he didn't show up.
No, he has like 20 now.
Oh, Lord.
He had like 18 since he's been down. Look, he had one, bro. Hard Knock Life.
You're not wrong.
There was one.
At the same time.
He got them shits. He's like drinking. His pictures with him like thinks the cup.
Wait a minute. So you're saying the success is derived from the marriage?
I've absolutely been treated differently.
The accolades.
Because he's no longer viewed as what, like a street or gangster rapper. Now he's viewed as a businessman, entrepreneur, family man.
And the biggest ones because of the position Beyonce's.
Oh, wow.
None of this was a secret. Everyone in the industry knew. Jaguar Wright and Gene Deal, people who have worked with Jay and Diddy, have been talking about these things for years.